I thought it was good. We changed the format up a little bit, started working against some scout teams today, but we wanted to, keep the physical part of it and keep it popping. And so, we went against each other quite a bit as well. So, I thought it was a good practice. Our guys lifted pretty heavy this morning. We had good walkthroughs. Thought the focus was good. You can tell the guys are starting to, start to think about playing. And what is that, 12 days now, I guess? Mm-hmm. And so 11 days. And so I think they're, starting to get a little bit excited, and you can see it today. I thought it was a good day.
With less than 2 weeks to the game, how do you kind of ease yourself into getting ready for that trip?
Well, just kind of what we did today. I mean, like I said, start working against some of Hawaii's looks, what we anticipate seeing. It's a bit of an unknown, what we're going to see both on both sides of the ball. I mean, obviously you go back and you look at the film of the coordinators and where they were and what they did, and there's a mixed bag of stuff, especially offensively. But you just try to get ready for everything you're going to see and go from there.
How do you prepare for them defensively?
Well, you go back, you look at Boston College. Obviously, it's where their coordinator came from, and so you try to see what they did. I mean, they had a really, really good defensive football team, and you put that film on, and they're well coached, and they do some good things, and they do it well, and so it'll be a big challenge for us.
Yeah, their new coach inherited kind of a difficult situation there with what's going on with the deficit and all that. How do you feel like he's handled it in his first few months?
Well, I mean, I don't know. But we haven't gotten a whole lot of news. I mean, obviously we don't get a ton of reports. I mean, Rollo's a good guy, good coach. I mean, he'll do a good job. And I think, I thought when they hired him, it was a good hire, and he knows the place, and I think a big part of it's just kind of getting everybody united, and I think he's done that. And, he's had tremendous success there as a coordinator. He's been there through some of their best days as a program, so he knows how to do it.
Was this the first day you really started to dabble in Hawaii at all?
Yeah. Today was the first day. I mean, you do some things with the kids, game plan wise, that you don't tell them about. You know what I mean? That you don't really, you say, hey, look, we need to get ready for these looks or this look or whatever. And anytime you're getting ready for an opponent, there's obviously a tremendous amount of carryover to other teams that are going to play as well. So, but today was the first day specifically that we started working. And we're not, like I said, we're not just working against Hawaii. I mean, we're out here working on fundamentals and ourselves and making sure the practices are competitive and popping, and that we keep, the kind of the physical mentality that we've had so far. And that's important for us. Is you have a tendency when you start going against scout teams to lose that, that edge. And so we want to make sure we keep it all the way through this week, and certainly as we get into game week.
Grayson Bankhead was back today. Obviously, doesn't look like you're going to have him back. Do you have any clarity on his injury?
It broke his leg in a moped accident, and had surgery, and we'll see, kind of how quickly he comes back. I mean, I think we're planning on not having him, but I think there's a chance we might get him at the end of the season, and for a bowl game or whatever. And so we'll kind of wait and see how that plays out.
Have you also narrowed the wide receiver rotation? Looked like some of the freshmen were moved over to the scout team.
Yeah. We're starting to get it figured out. I mean, the good thing is we've got some guys. We rested Chad a little bit today. He had a bruised calf, and so we rested him. He could have practiced, but we thought it was in his best interest to rest, and we probably won't do that much with him tomorrow either. Gave Vic Wharton more opportunities to get reps, which Vic needs. And so, I think our rotation is starting to shape up. I mean, we feel good about what we have at X. Brandon Singleton has been really consistent there. I think if you go back and you look at, especially really the last 4 or 5 practices, he's done a good job at that position. We only had him for a limited time in the scrimmage, but he, I think he's performed well, and he's been consistent. And then Demetrius is coming on, and has done some good things. We just got to get him on the same page. And Pat Worstel has been the kind of the guy that can hold it all together. So it's been at that position, it's interesting. Chad's kind of been pretty consistent at Z. So we're starting to figure all that stuff out. The inside receiver positions, a lot of good moving pieces inside. Get a lot of talented guys that are coming on. Kanawai got back with us and is doing more and more, and so he's going to give us more options inside as well.
What can you say about Robertson as a worker? I mean, he's almost, I think, except for one day, he's been the last guy on the field.
Yeah, I mean, he works. I mean, that's that's what you want, is when you recruit a kid that's as talented as he is, you want to have a work ethic and a desire to be great. And typically those guys that are really good athletes that have toughness, which he certainly has, and have a desire to be great, normally they become great. And so, we think that's where he's headed, and, he's got a lot to learn and a lot of work that needs to be done, but he certainly has an opportunity to get there.
What's Hanson like in the wide receiver? I mean, he's a quiet guy by nature, but what's he like?
Chad doesn't say a lot, but he's, he kind of leads by example. I think he's the one guy that's, he's been consistent. He's got a great work ethic. I think the other guys look to him as for some leadership and somebody who's done it.
In addition to Bankhead, Tongalava, I think, broke his toe last year on a electric scooter. Do you think about limiting?
Grayson's deal wasn't even here. I mean, he was in Florida when it happened, so he was on a family deal. I mean, look, you can tell kids what to do. I mean, if they go on vacation with their family, I'm not going to tell them what to do. So, they got to get around somehow. Transportation's always, iffy for everybody involved. I mean, people have car wrecks all the time, and it is what it is. And so, you just try to figure it out and try to keep them safe.
What did you think out of Wharton today?
I thought he had one of his better days. I thought he had a good day. He's, you can see him starting to figure things out and the light switch starting to come on. And, he's still, I don't know that he's 100% yet. I mean, he's still finding his legs. There are times when, you see it, and you're seeing it. Used to see it about 25% of the time, and now we're seeing it about 75% of the time, and we just got to get that other 25% coming on.
Wilson said that having a kid kind of focused him as a football player. Do you think that might have that same effect with Wharton?
Yeah, I mean, I think responsibility focuses all of us. I think that's human nature, and so he certainly, it's important to him to be a good father, and so that's added responsibility, and I think sometimes that forces you to grow up a little bit.
What do you think of this new clear bag policy with the stadium?
It's news to me. Don't know anything about it.
Okay.
They didn't run it by me.
Did you get the opportunity to see some of your older guys playing in the NFL this weekend?
I did not see much. I watched a little bit of Jared's deal, just to kind of see how he did, and looked like he did fine. I mean, I thought that when he got in there in the second drive, I thought he, did a good job, led him down the field pretty well. And, I heard Steven Anderson caught a touchdown pass, saw a highlight of it, but I didn't see it live. And I really didn't see much else of the others. The NFL stuff's always hit and miss for us. We don't ever have, it's weird. You're a football coach because you like football, but the only football team you ever see is really yours and who you get ready to play. And so it's, I kind of keep up with it more through, social media or, kind of what people tell me more than anything else.
Right.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Sonny.
I appreciate it.